3, 2, 1, live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Social Intercourse for a special after Labor Day edition, where we like to do our specials. We had one after 4th of July or on 4th of July in July. So we've got Dave here with us, and Steven, and Randy, and Vicky, and let's just get started. We're doing Am I the Asshole? Yeah. We love this. I love this.
I'd just like to congratulate all you ladies for being in labour all day yesterday, and yeah, because the rest of the world doesn't really understand what that means.
Well, we weren't in labor because on Labor Day you take a day off, so nobody should be working.
We're 3 ladies that have never been in labor. As a matter
I was just going to say none of them have children. They've dated children, but they don't have children.
Yeah, well, me.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, all of us.
And today, for the people that don't know Am I an Asshole show, I'll be drinking this. In fact, it was a whole bottle when we started. But I'm drinking this, and we're going to whatchamacallit, and we're going to, every time someone says I'm an asshole, you take a shot. So when you're watching the show.
Okay, so if we decide if they're the asshole, we take a shot.
Yes.
If you think someone's an asshole, take a shot. Not everybody will take a shot because we might think they're not.
Right.
Oh, God.
So
all right.
I'm just going to drink just to drink. So I'm good.
I have shots of, it's buffalo grass Polish vodka.
Sure it is.
Ooh.
And there's actually a piece of grass in here. And you probably can't
well, it's the Polish people. They just don't know how to make vodka.
It's a different kind of grass.
It's okay. You just say you're clear.
It's better to have a piece of grass than a piece of buffalo. Then.
Here's what I'm drinking.
Soju for Rachel.
This is not soju. I don't know what it is. It's a Korean wine. I'm in Dallas again, and I was like, sister, what do you have? Give me your alcohol. This is what she gave me. So.
I have a watermelon
mimosa. It's called Chongha.
And Randy has a watermelon mimosa.
Because the gas station did not have OJ. The watermelon mimosa it is.
You city slicker, you in Kentucky. So, all right, ladies, are you gonna? So the premise of the show, everybody, we did this once before. It was wonderful. The ladies are going to discuss: is the person an asshole or not? You determine if you want to drink if they are or they aren't. It's a great game if you're a college student or a university student. Just want to do shots. We don't advocate drinking at all. Next time we'll do this, I'll probably be having a cigar and a scotch, but we don't advocate drinking or smoking. I do, though. The girls don't. Or premarital sex. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just screwing with you. We would believe in that. And other than that, that's it. So enjoy the show. I just want to see who's listening. Go ahead, Rich.
Okay. I mean, we'll start with, I've got one right here. Am I the asshole for calling my wife a liar for getting plastic surgery and never telling me?
Oh, I picked that one. Never mind then.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
That one's good. It's a good one.
They have deleted the post.
What?
But
I had the screen cap.
Listen, I can tell. Yeah, let's recap it if you don't have it because
I had the screen. I did screen cap.
Okay, let's do it. Read it off.
Okay. Am I the asshole for calling my wife a liar for getting plastic surgery and never telling me? And the reason why Rachel and I picked this is because it's a big deal in South Korea when you get matched up with the matchmakers because they have to see your baby pictures because they want to know how much work you've had done ahead of time. But anyway.
Also, I've had plastic surgery. I tell everyone so.
I don't know where this is from, but I'm guessing it's the U.S. probably. My wife and I have been married for 3 years, together for 3 before that. She's about 14 weeks pregnant. The baby was planned. We're both very happy and life is perfect, blah, blah, blah. She wanted to share the news with her family in person. Her family doesn't live close to us. She talks to them all the time, but we rarely see them. I've never had that awkward cliche experience of her mom sitting down and showing me the embarrassing photos of her when she was younger. So a week ago, her parents came out here to visit, and this was going to be the perfect time to announce the news. She told them everyone was excited. Things were great. Later that day, it was just the 2 of us and her mom. And her mom started asking about whether all these things that women talk about when a baby is coming. And one of those things was whether or not my wife plans to breastfeed. I already know the answer. She's planning to breastfeed. When she told her mom said, "Can you breastfeed even with the implants? How does that work?" My head whipped around so fast. What implants? First time I've heard about any implants. My wife's face said it all. Eyes were wide and silently shouting at her mom to be quiet. Let's skip the part about spotting fakes. He's a breast man, apparently knows exactly what's fakes and what aren't fakes. And
that's
blah,
why
blah,
I'm
blah,
so
blah.
confused already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously
they're normal size,
Okay.
very pretty, feel soft, natural, blah, blah, blah. She met when we were 20, so yada, yada. I wasn't going to let it go. As soon as we were alone, I asked her about it. She admitted that, yes, she got implants when she was about 18 because she was so flat and had no confidence because of it.
All right, he's an asshole.
People to know about.
We
Just wait.
need to hear anymore.
I asked her if she's had other work done, but wasn't expected her to say anything else. She told me she had a nose job too, and her Cupid's bow reshaped, which is right here.
Right.
I've seen pictures of her as a kid and a preteen, but I realized that I don't think I've ever seen photos of her from probably age 12 to 17. She got the nose job at 17. She refuses to show me any pictures of what she looked like before she had these things. I called her a liar. She lied to me. She pretended that everything about her except her hair color was all natural. She's hurt that I called her a liar. Am I the asshole for calling my wife a liar?
Yes,
For not
you're an asshole. You're an idiot.
I can't even finish it.
You're an
All right, here we
idiot.
go.
You're an asshole. You're the dumbest man alive. Yes. No.
So you take a shot if you think the person who posted is an asshole, but Mickey's going to take a shot for whoever
I'm so
she thinks is-
confused. I'm so confused how he did not know she had breast implants.
Yeah, really. Come on. If you're
He's
a breast
fucking
man,
idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I dated a girl with fake breasts. I used to use her as a tea at the driving range. I mean, it was very nice. But anyway, my point is, you know the difference.
You're driving me to drink already, Stephen.
I thank you.
God.
I'm here for you. But my point
Sorry,
is,
that burns.
He's an asshole. And if your wife doesn't tell you, that's fine. And you married this person, it's fine. And if you have work done, I don't really care if I'm dating you or married to you or both. I don't care if you had work done. That's your thing. I'm hoping you fell in love with what's inside her, not
exactly.
stuff,
Then
right?
you start to question. Okay.
I'm taking half a shot. I'm taking half a shot because
that's all you can drink at your weight level.
Here's my thinking.
You can choose that.
No, if you think the poster is an asshole, you take a shot. I think he's half an asshole for calling his wife a liar.
Right.
Because, whatever, he met her after she had her surgery. But she's also kind of an asshole. Because if you're going to marry someone and have kids with them, and you have plastic surgery, like a nose job, boobs is one thing. But if your daughter, you got a child and they got a certain nose, you're an asshole for not telling your spouse that you had something changed because your kid looks different and they're going to think you cheated on them or something.
No, I disagree with that. 'Cause I had a penis reduction. I didn't tell anybody. That's just.
That's your thing. That is your thing. But I think because I've had plastic surgery, and if I'm going to marry someone and have kids with them, I want to tell them. I'm like, hey, listen, I had my eyes done, so.
Yeah, but
if you have a kid that's ugly, obviously you can fix it because
and you can put them up for adoption.
Surgery.
Oh, no,
so they're old enough, you fix
you pick them up for
everything.
adoption. It's that simple.
No, one said I was ugly. Hey, no one said I was ugly.
That's my point. Like, if
oh my God.
Spoiler alert.
No, just wait till
Spoiler alert.
No, you still, I think, if you can't trust the person you're with to tell them all about yourself and your past and who you are, then I think you're an asshole.
No, Rachel. No one needs to know your whole past. No.
But I think that's a big part, so.
Spoiler alert. Ugly
My opinion.
Go ahead, David.
Ugly people stay ugly. End of. Spoiler alert. And this, I think he's probably more concerned about trust in the relationship.
Yeah. But I disagree. Like I said, if you have an ugly kid, you don't love them. That's what adoption is for. It's very simple. So.
Yeah, well, or euthanasia, one or the other. But
yeah, either. I'm good with either.
But no, Dave, you're right. It's not like he's an asshole for calling her a liar, but it's like, hey, you don't trust me enough to show me your pictures or tell me or like.
Yeah, well, she married a guy who's going to dump her the second he finds out she's had a job.
And she's an idiot then. she shouldn't be married to someone she can't trust.
So everyone's an asshole. This is everyone's an asshole.
Yeah.
I like it.
Everyone's an asshole.
Cheers.
It
I'm
sounds
convinced. I've been
very
convinced.
much as if he's got other problems in his relationship other
Yes.
than this.
Oh God.
He has a small
Yeah,
wanker.
I didn't read the whole
So-
paragraph about how, he's had a bunch of women so he can tell that when the boobs are fake. So yeah.
let me tell you
All
something.
right.
I've had a bunch
I've got
of
one.
women
I've got one.
over my
Okay.
100 years on this planet, or more, a million. But
All right,
here's
Randy,
what's
wait,
really funny.
let me refuel. Hold on.
There are some girls who have boob jobs and their doctor is so good you cannot tell, and there's some girls who don't have boob jobs and their boobs you think are fake. So he's full of crap. You don't know,
Okay.
and the way doctors are putting things in today, you'll never know. But you never call your wife a liar. That is an argument you're going to lose. And number two, he sounds like he's very petty, and he also sounds like he's superficial. Because if
Okay,
Well,
if
it also sounds like he'd much rather spend his free time writing stuff on social media as opposed
Right.
to sitting down and giving his lovely lady a good cuddle, which would
There
probably
you
solve
go.
all the issues.
because he has a small
Yeah.
wanker. I'm telling
So
Okay.
at the risk of taking this to the gutter, and I'm really nervous to ask, but I genuinely need to know, can you not feel the difference?
No, you.
Yes,
So how is he so confused?
you can.
It's let me I'm a professional.
Well-
Don't try this at home, kids. So here's the thing. Some women, I'll try to keep it as PG as I possibly can. You're so screwed. So here's the thing. Some breasts, I'm not a breast man. I think I'm an ass man because people go, "Hey, you're an ass man." So I'm not sure. But anyway, when you feel it,
No,
thank you. I'm
no, I think you're
when you
you're
feel
a penis
breasts,
man because people
I'm
keep saying you're a dickhead.
that's
There
true.
you go.
When you feel breasts, it depends how young the girl is as well. If you're like, say, 18, I mean this in a good way, from 18 to like 30 is a different feel than you 30 to 40, and right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
fake
because
and a fake
everything
breast.
goes south after that.
Correct. And I have been with women of different ages, and you don't know sometimes, and unless you look for the scar that would be under the breast right here. And then I'm not we're that naked, I'm not worried about if you have fake breasts. I have other things to concentrate on. So sometimes no, you can't.
Do you have to
tell.
concentrate then, Stephen?
I do. There's a book and a manual. I follow instructions. It's somebody's guide how to. But the other
At least
thing,
he follows instructions. Some men don't.
that's true.
Go ahead.
That's
Yeah,
true. Like,
exactly. He
more
at
to the
least has
left,
the
more to the
manual.
right. Use your tongue here. Have
Yeah.
a manual. I got a video. But anyway, the other thing is that you have to remember, if you're with like a 50-year-old or 60-year-old woman and she's got rock hard boobs, let's say,
Right.
let's assume those are fake, right? So if this guy's such an expert, not really, because most men, they have a clue. If you don't have a clue, like I said, you'll look for an incision. Some doctors do it in the nipple, some do it under. Some you'll never know. And realistically, it's not my place, whether you're my girlfriend, fiance, wife, pick whatever, to ever say, if you want to tell me, that's your thing. I'm not worried about if we have a daughter or a son that's ugly or flat chested or whatever it might be. Everything is fixable in this day and age. So that's my whole real honest opinion. There you go.
If you have money, it is. But,
well,
right.
Who doesn't have money?
It's what they say, David. You're not ugly. You're just poor.
True.
well,
True.
Very true.
I had a friend, and he said to me, he said, "I've never been to bed with an ugly woman, but I've sure as hell woken up with a few." But there you go.
That's true.
All right, let's move on. Move on.
All right,
Let's get to the
Randy.
next.
I've got one.
Into the
Randy, read
gutter.
one.
Let's go.
Okay. Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition? Pipe down, David. Hold on. Take a drink.
Excited.
Just take a drink.
He needs alcohol, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay. Got it. Tuition. Let's go.
Okay. Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made that was directed at my new girlfriend?
Yes.
My wife. Simmer down, David. My wife died at the young age of 51 from a car accident. I was in deep mourning for about a year after. I was in deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend around January. She was the one who made me laugh. She's 43 and the poster is 56.
Okay.
Just so you know. Okay. So she was the one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. She's smart as hell. She has 3 Ivy League degrees. She has a dark sense of humor that I love. She's a terrific cook and an overall amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. She is also on the heavier side, which becomes a fact that becomes relevant later. I have 2 children, a 25-year-old son and a 19-year-old daughter. They were well aware that I had gotten a girlfriend before I had introduced them to her this summer. She got along immediately with my son, but my daughter was very standoffish. After that initial meeting, I asked my daughter if there was something wrong, but she denied it. Both my son and daughter came home for Thanksgiving dinner. The dinner was going as well as it could have for the first 10 minutes, although I did notice my daughter glaring at my girlfriend the entire time. When my girlfriend went to grab another helping of mashed potatoes, here it comes. Here it comes. My daughter made a comment that cruelly ridiculed my girlfriend's size. My girlfriend started sobbing and immediately ran off to the bedroom. I felt
And
my face turn red.
She had to go there to eat the mashed potato.
She probably took them with her. I would have. I felt my face turn red, and I told my daughter to get out. About half an hour after my daughter left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless, one, she apologized to my girlfriend, and two, my girlfriend accepted her apology. My daughter must have assumed that I was bluffing because she instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner. I then logged into her university's tuition payment website. I canceled next semester's tuition, and I sent my daughter the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. Now, I pulled this from a website where everybody kind of agrees that everybody sucks here, everybody's the asshole, but the question for you guys is the dad the bigger asshole for canceling the tuition, or is the daughter the bigger asshole for making the comment?
How old is the daughter again?
No,
is she
19.
No.
And how soon after her mom passed?
It's
I was
clearly
trying
the
to
new
do
girlfriend.
Wait.
Because she went back for more. You know,
she doubled down.
You doubled down.
Oh, the potatoes. It's her fault for never take a second helping.
Well, that or the potato farmer who was growing them.
Listen, Dave, I need to know how soon was it after?
Okay, so I did the math. I kind of figured out the math. So the wife died in a car accident. He was in mourning for about a year. He met the girlfriend in January. That summer, he introduced her to the children, and then the following Thanksgiving is when it all went down.
Okay. Well, listen, obviously 19, you have to have a little more maturity, but you're also still 19 and that's your daughter. You can have a talk with them, you don't say, I'm cutting off your tuition and actually cut off the tuition. You still have responsibility as a father to pay for her college education.
No.
Asshole.
Yeah, I agree that dad's an asshole. He should have never, I would have never cut off my daughter's tuition. And listen, first of all, depending on how heavy this girl is, if she wears spike heels and strikes oil on the beach, she's a heavy girl. I mean, she could be tricky like that. Anyway, she's a heavy girl. Who cares that dad likes a girl that when police officers go break it up, but she's by herself? Move along. Anyway, I gotta get him in.
Oh God.
I just think that dad was an asshole. Really, you're gonna have your daughter become a hooker to go pay for tuition? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If she's going to a real school, and it doesn't also matter that the girlfriend has degrees from Ivy. Who cares? You as the dad should be. Everyone's here an asshole, including the girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You're a fat little pig. Not my problem. Lose some weight. Okay?
No. If she wants to get a second, third, fourth, fifth helping of mashed potatoes, go for it. Go for it. No one needs to say shit to you. I'm sorry. No. Keep your thoughts about weight and eating to yourself, because I like to eat. I like to overeat. And when people say stuff to me, they're getting pie in their face. Okay?
Oh, really? Oh, we're going to go eating together because I want pie in my face. Anyway, my thing is, though, is all you have to do is if you want more and the daughter doesn't like it, then that's too bad on both of them. Her running into the bedroom and crying, grow a pair of balls. That's number one. The daughter, 19 years old, speak your mind. Okay, that's fine. The dad, no. And they literally need to have the girlfriend and the daughter need to go and have a day together. And the reason they need to do that is because the daughter is looking at it. You're trying to replace my mom. The son is looking at it as, you are my dad's girlfriend. He's getting the horizontal bop from you. Awesome for him. So, and none of them seem to understand this. So they all need to grow up. Yeah. So literally, other than the son, all of them are assholes. Full stop.
Cutting off the tuition is not going to fix the issue. That's
No.
the problem.
That's not going to fix
However,
that.
Yes, he's the asshole.
He has more money to buy more mashed potato. I suppose that's what you can.
Well, that's a good thing.
Right.
Sure.
So I
So
have
it
an
is-
alternative perspective from all you guys.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh,
If once a child turns 18, you are not financially responsible for them unless you want to be. It's a gift to get someone to pay for your college tuition. I never had the gift of anyone paying for my college tuition. I had to take out student loans that I paid back forever. So in a sense, I feel like the dad was a bit hasty. He waited 30 minutes and then made this huge life-changing decision. So I don't agree with that. However, the daughter doubled down, and all she had to do was just apologize and, try to work it out. She refused. And, it's a gift to get your tuition paid for. You are not entitled to that. At least I don't believe anyone's entitled to it. And she shouldn't have been an asshole. So I'm going with the daughter was the bigger asshole.
Yeah. See.
Now, honestly though, if the dad's an asshole, why did she double down on Thanksgiving? Because he gave her an ultimatum, choosing his girlfriend over his daughter.
Over her.
She was hurt. He didn't go to her and talk to her and say, "Hey, I'm so sorry this hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that my new relationship is affecting you."
a little bit more. It's a little bit more.
You got to talk it out.
complex than that.
No.
It's a little bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
Trust
I think
me,
she needs
It's your child.
needs therapy.
There
I'm
are-
drinking. The
there
daughter's
are-
an asshole.
But everyone has their own opinion. So
There are echoes in this particular story that I have had personal experience with. So, yeah, it's again what it comes down to is just the fact that people are not communicating. They're not taking each other's. You need to sit down and talk. Nobody needs to apologize, because once you start asking for people to apologize, their heels go into the sand, and that's it. They dig in. So you say, okay, look, let's just talk about the circumstances. Let's just talk about how we've got to this point. If you have a good dialogue with people, the apologies will come later. But to demand an apology from someone, just locks them out of emotionally locks them out of a situation. More dialogue, less demands.
So it did say after the initial meeting, the daughter was standoffish and he tried to talk to her and ask if anything was wrong, and she said no. So I don't think he was completely just
He goes, "What's wrong with you? You don't like my girlfriend?" That's what he did. That's how he acts.
I think, like I said, the problem is that the daughter is looking at it. You're trying to replace my mom, and let's assume that she had a close relationship with her mom. That's the A. The son is looking at it, like I said, daddy's getting the horizontal bop, and he doesn't get if he's getting it.
Oh my God, please don't ever say that again.
No, I like that. That's good. Or boom checka wow wow. Anyway, so the thing is,
just call it horizontal jogging, then have done with it.
There you go. So anyway, so the son, he could care less, and he likes the girl. The daughter probably had a close relationship, and like I said, it's the father's fault. And it's also the girlfriend's fault, because if you know that, the girlfriend should be like, we'll call her Mary. Hey, Mary, we should spend a day together to get to know each other, whether they go to lunch, coffee.
No, but you can't do that either, because it just forces the situation. You need to be to create an environment where everybody can express their opinion, and there no demands are made. And on each time you sit down and talk about it. And as time progresses, people will take their point of view. And you just have to accept that.
I agree.
Yeah.
But they're all assholes except the son.
That's the problem with this. When I was trying to pick ones for this, it was either cut and dry or everyone was an asshole.
Yeah. But I like that. But even the girl, but the
this
girlfriend
is a good one
too.
because we could discuss it. It's good because this one was like
the girlfriend too, if you think about it, right? Because I mean, I was being a smartass when you're reading.
She's manipulating the
23.
situation. I feel
right,
like
but she's 43 years old, and someone makes fun of you. Who cares? It's a 19-year-old kid. Who cares what they say? I don't care what people say now. I didn't care what they said when I was 5. I certainly don't care now. And if I'm 43 and I'm overweight, and some little girl goes, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. And
is it the weight comment, or is it that you're meeting your boyfriend's daughter for the first time and obviously
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
you stay in the
You gotta
room and
come
talk
back.
it out.
You
You
gotta
don't
come
run
back
away and
like this.
cry.
You gotta come back. If someone makes fun of you,
Yeah.
you come right back at them, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, we're gonna
Right.
verbally joust."
So you're
Okay.
dumb.
You gotta
I
get
don't know if you
respect.
want to verbally
Plastic
joust with a
surgery.
19-year-old.
Whatever.
I don't
Why not?
know.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Right, exactly. I'm not taking shit from you.
Yeah, really.
I
Just
don't know.
listen. You're not allowed to shoot them. It's against the law. So you have to verbally
Ugh.
joust with them, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's my point. It's the girlfriend too, and the fact that he says she's got 3 degrees from Ivy League schools. Well, then your girlfriend's a moron, pal. I hate to tell
Well,
you
he
that.
might-
Right? You grew up.
He might.
So
But what he could have meant, of course, that she'd actually bought the
Okay,
island.
you guys, we're going to move on.
If
If we're gonna
Rachel's
move
bad
on,
with this,
okay.
we're moving on.
All right, all right,
Sure.
all right, all right.
No,
Yeah.
and we're just taking too long for each of
Well,
these. We're moving
Okay,
on.
moving on.
I was going to show everybody the new social intercourse merchandise. The first bits we've got up for everybody.
You want to take a merch break?
Yeah, we can take a merch break.
Well,
Take a merch break.
it's not a merch break because we'll just add it to the stream and then everybody can have a quick shifty at it. And so
Okay, can you guys hear me eating this?
Yes. There
yes,
you go.
we can.
ASMR.
So-
Okay.
Look at that. Social intercourse baseball cap. You guys can wear the girls
Yeah.
on your head. At 2 Old Farts
That's right.
VIP. And for
There
you
you
people on the
go. There you
podcast, that's the number 2 and then OLDFARTS .VIP.
Yeah.
You can have a social intercourse
VIP.
denim baseball cap and be cool like the girls, who, as you can see, if you're on the podcast, are wearing their baseball caps today. So there you go. Okay. Oh, there's a white
There you
one.
go.
That's for the people
No,
that are
it's
really down
it's
south.
light blue. This one is light blue.
Okay.
Blue,
Okay.
light blue.
Light,
And
yeah.
and just to celebrate everything that social intercourse stands for.
Woo!
Yay.
I like
There
that.
you go. That's nice. All right. Very nice.
All available
All
on the
available
2
on
Old
the-
Farts
on the
.vip
Farts.vip.
website.
Hey,
Awesome.
there
We
you
need.
I'm still waiting for my mug. We'll have a
Did we
mug
drink
too, for
Time or
sure.
no? Steven, did we? Well, Steven, you and I the only ones. Or Rachel, did you drink? Are we drinking?
I think I'm a little drunk right now from one
Yeah.
shot.
Rachel is angry drunk right now. She's
Okay.
angry drunk. Let's go.
Let's
go,
on,
let's
angry
go,
drunk.
let's go.
Okay, ready?
Whatever.
Am I the asshole for charging a monthly cleaning fee to my husband? A bit of context. 31-year-old female and my husband, 37 male, have been together a bit more than 3 years and married for 1. My husband grew up where his dad worked and mom cleaned and did everything for him. His family is still very much old-fashioned, which I don't mind. It's their culture and I respect it. Both his parents are very happy like that. For a few months, I didn't work, so I took care of the house full time. Kept it absolutely spotless. Cooked, did the grocery shopping, etc. My husband worked. In the meantime, I was building my own business as well. About 4 months ago, my husband lost his job. And for all that time, couldn't find anything. And I had just opened my business, which was booming, so I took care of the bills. But as well as taking care of the house and cooking. He would leave things dirty behind, clothes on the floor, wet towels too. I kept nagging him all the time to clean up after himself. And he would just say, sorry, or say that he didn't do it on purpose, but nothing changed. His father absolutely did not like the fact that I was paying for everything and he didn't work. He would say, how dare he steal my hard earned money. But a couple of weeks ago, I got fed up and told my husband I would start charging him $10 for everything I had to clean up behind him. He simply said okay and didn't say anything afterwards. So for the next 2 weeks, I cleaned up after him without nagging or mentioning it and wrote down the date and what I did just in case. In that time, I managed to make $150 and now, end of the month, told him, my husband, he owed me $150. I guess he didn't take me seriously, and when he says I was very serious, he called me an asshole, and we had a fairly big argument. He still gave me the money. He has a little bit of savings. Am I the asshole for charging him $10 for cleaning up? Should I give him the money back?
No, the husband's the
Keep the
asshole
money.
because he's a slob.
Yeah.
Take him out back like a horse
Yeah.
and shoot him. Get
I'm
him.
taking a sip. She's an asshole too. I'm sorry.
She's an asshole too. Everyone's an asshole here.
No, why?
If you
Why?
married someone knowing that what kind of background they grew up in and that they were conditioned never to clean up after themselves, and when you married them and you did it without saying anything, and then all of a sudden, hey, I know I've been cleaning without saying anything to you. I know I never put my boundaries and expectations up for you, but now all of a sudden I need you to change. 30 some years of what you were conditioned and how I let you get away with it for, you know, a year or two. She's an asshole too. You got to put up your conditions
I
ahead
would
of
have
time.
not charged him the $150, which is ridiculous when he's not working.
No, keep the
anyway,
money though.
But,
Keep the money.
Well, I wouldn't have let
I
the
thought
bill
that
get
part
so
was
high.
weird, but I thought that part was dumb in a way, but I just would have stopped cleaning. So then you live in a pigsty and he has to deal with living in a pigsty. Why are you picking up crap and
You
charging
have
him
to
money?
live in a pigsty.
Yeah. People, it would just carry on. But I think it's, he would just be as he is. But there's no reason why, look, if he wants to, it's not about the money, is it? It's actually about investing in their marriage. And that's what I think is the point that she's trying to get to. Look, circumstances have changed. So if you want things to carry on as they were before, that's not possible because, money, work, et cetera, et cetera. So, invest in our house, invest in our relationship. But again, it's all about communicating.
It's going to have to take some time. It's going to take time.
Right, exactly. It's like
it's not going to just happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a month. She has to actually teach him how she wants things done. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's what she married. That's who she married, knowing she married into that. And she said she was fine with that. You can't be fine with something and then all of a sudden change.
That's not what she read out, Rich. She said she was aware that he came from a traditional background. My mother,
his family's still very much old-fashioned, which I don't mind. She said, which I don't mind. I respect their culture.
Exactly. My mother was a professional housewife. I didn't even know how to cook or how to use a washing machine or to look after myself until I was way into my 20s, because I never had to do it at home. But then you had circumstances where people just say, okay, well, let's sit down. What don't you know? Why is it
that that's what I'm saying.
Right. It's
you
more
have
of a conversation.
Right. You had some grace period to learn.
But
she's
Rachel,
expecting him to do it.
Didn't it say in there that she had asked him to clean up and he didn't? That's
right. But you don't say clean up and knowing that they don't know how to clean up. You got to show them. But yes.
But you know what? Doesn't a little responsibility fall on him to be like, look, I know you want this help.
Sure.
I don't really know how to clean. Can you show me? I feel
definitely.
like he's just being lazy. And if it were me, I just wouldn't have let the bill run up so high. I would have collected after the first week and kicked him out if he's just going to be a lazy slob. And this is why I'm single.
He definitely can. And if you're married to somebody, you need to take responsibility. No, as a grown man, if you're married and being in a partnership, yes, you have to talk about it. But he didn't think she was serious. I don't know how. I don't know. You have to actually.
Men always do that. They always think you're not serious until you bring down the hammer. Why is that? Why do they make you be mean and charge them $150?
Yeah. So I say keep the money. She should keep the money. Teach him a lesson, and then teach him. It's a teachable moment. Hey, I'm serious about this.
I'll tell you why, because women's brains are actually wired completely differently to the male brain. And one of the problems in relationships is that the women always assume that the man will look it will listen and will do things the same way as they would do it. Because basically men are, we just grunt a lot. Yeah, we just grunt a lot and go out, and catch food and bring it back in again. It's until you understand the nuances of why I could never understand how a woman feels and vice versa, there will always be this divide between the two. And again, it's about communication.
But David, if somebody says,
see David at Aldi Market with his club,
beard dragging her back to the bedroom by her hair.
Oh
God! No, that wasn't what I was referring to. I was just saying that so many times, if you actually listen to groups of women complaining about their men, it's invariably the same bitch. They can't do this and they can't do that. But the thing about it is that men don't see things the same way as women do.
Well,
And
here's
so
my
you
thing, though,
need,
David. I think if I say this is a problem, and I come at you respectfully and nicely,
yes.
and I'm clear
Oh,
in my
no. Yeah.
communication, and you say, okay, and then you don't
Yeah.
take any action to fix
Well,
it, and then I come back
well,
stronger and stronger, and then men say, oh, you're
yeah.
so mean, you're being so, and it's like, oh my gosh,
No,
you drove me to this
Angie,
point.
you know what the problem is? Because it's great that the beginning of the sentence was great, but the bit that would help me if I was in a relationship with you is you saying to me, is there something that we could just do together so this doesn't happen again? And that gives the arrogant male the opportunity to say, oh, okay, yeah. Because the last thing that men do is own up to what they don't know. And they
So
certainly
they
don't
need
want
to
to
be
do
babied. Men need to be babied.
No, they don't have
Handheld
to be
No.
baby. They
I
don't
ain't
have to be
raising no
baby.
babies.
You don't have to be babies.
Here's the problem with this whole thing. One, this kid wasn't raised right. It goes back to parenting. That's number one. When I was a kid, I picked up, I did laundry, took out the trash, mowed the lawn, whatever. This is this millennial bullshit society or people under 40 or whatever, right? First of all, this guy needs to learn how to be a man. He's not a 5-year-old baby, number one. Number two, for your thing before, Ranji, that filled his house of pain. We like it. That's a whole nother story. The other issue here is, and I'll be there later, so save me my room. Anyway, the other problem here is that you don't bill your husband, you don't bill your wife. You're a team when you're married, or you're a team when you're a couple. You work together, and it's like if I have to show you how to do the laundry, great. But after a while, if you're that friggin' lazy, then if you want to date children, and marry one, that's what you got. If you want to date a man, then marry a man. So if you knew that he's a lazy little slob, it's on you. Charging him, they're both assholes, right? The husband's an asshole because he's not helping. And the wife's an asshole because I'm going to charge you. Okay, whatever. And enough. Like, really?
That's
It's like
a
you're both
beautiful
5 years old.
synopsis, Stephen.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful synopsis. Let's all have a
I
drink.
applaud that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are we drinking again?
I'm feeling. I'm a
Just 'cause I
little
like you people.
fuzzy. I don't feel very good.
Oh, God. We're going to watch Rachel throw up live on the air. This is going to be awesome. Rachel's going to be like, I don't like, and be like, thank you.
Take a sip. This is strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the next edition will
Stephen,
be
what's yours?
the
Steven's
they
like
don't have
90% proof. Mine's like 50% proof. Rachel's drinking like
Rachel's on her phone.
I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what
she
it is.
This is 41%. This is 41%.
40%.
Mine's
Yeah.
41%.
Yeah. We're at 40%. I think Rachel's is probably what, 15%, Rach?
Probably.
It's
I
probably
don't
2%.
know. I don't even
and
know
it's,
what
and
it
it's,
is.
and it's probably just water. So
No, it's not water. She's actually drinking it. I know she's drinking it.
It's 13%.
Oh, look at you alcoholic you.
Listen, I can't drink. I have not drank
She
in a
didn't
very
eat.
long time. You guys have to come on. I'm trying
I
here.
didn't eat either. I'm not ready to fall off this chair, but it's okay. We're going. Okay, who's next?
Me. Do you want me
Again,
to
we're not promoting drinking.
Do another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
I'll
Next
do
one.
Okay,
Go
you'll
ahead,
like
go
this
ahead.
one, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
Yes.
Just wait though. We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my elder sister, who's 29, my younger sister, who's 24, and my youngest brother, who is 22. Extended family attended our family dinner too. So all of our significant others, our cousins, our aunts, and uncles were there. During the dinner, my elder sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration, and she was losing the argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up. I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." My brother hadn't made any personal attacks up to that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it may have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me, as my brother definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this, amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past.
Oh
The
my
family
God.
The family is blaming me for their marital problems now. I refuse to accept that I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Who is the bigger asshole? The person who shared their sister's sexual history, or the sister who outed her brother as a virgin?
The sister's husband.
Agree.
Agree.
I'll drink to that.
Oh God.
Uh,
The sister's husband.
The sister's
Listen,
husband is
it
the
doesn't
asshole.
matter as what I always tell people when you're dating them, what you did up until the time you start dating someone.
Yep.
I don't care. If you
It's
tell me,
none
you
of their-
tell me. It's the same with the rights. None of your fucking business is where
None of
you're
your fucking business.
Right. So if you happen to sleep with 10 people or 500 people, that is none of my business. If you want to share that, that's great. If I slept with 1 million people, hey, none of your business. And if I want to share that, that's great. I have videos so I can share. It's how I make money on Pornhub. Anyway, but it's none of
You
your
wish.
business.
You show pictures of your feet, don't you?
I
Selfie
have pictures of my feet
don't you?
only on fans
Or
only though.
Steven.
But it's too old
Maybe
farts and
David
fan
does.
only pictures of our feet. Yes.
OnlyFans, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So, but my point is that the one sister calling
It's also
her
people that
brother.
collect his underwear as well.
That's true. We send out my underwear anyway. But
Oh,
people
God.
that the girl, the brother, the sister that said your brother is a virgin. That's not a big deal. Who cares? If I was the brother, I would have come back with some quip. And the sister who said, "Listen, you're a slut because basically you slept with 100 people." I hate to say this, but once again, big deal. Who cares? You're the husband. All right, so you got an experienced woman. Congratulations. You didn't have to teach
Right,
her
exactly.
anything. And that's it.
Exactly.
Right? That's how I look at it. So it's not,
exactly.
and they're all, the whole family, assholes, except for the
Right.
virgin. I feel bad for him. So you, if you're listening, virgin kid, Hilda's House of Pain, on me, you called. And there you go.
And of course, the sister who slept with so many men, she'll just have to have a Y-shaped coffin and have done with it. So, yeah.
Wait, what? I don't
A
get it.
Y-shaped coffin because her legs can't close. Come on, ladies, get with the
Legs are
program.
open.
So,
Sometimes I need a little extra explanation. Thank you.
no worries,
Yeah.
we're here for you.
It must be a language
Yeah.
thing.
It's that
I'm
English.
always kind of surprised at like Jen's whatever. What Gen is that? Whatever their
It's
whatever Gen Alpha, Gen Z, X.
Gen Alpha's way too young. They're very young.
20-year-old, whatever that generation is. Like
Gen Y. What is it?
Well, you're a virgin, and so what do you know about whatever the hell they were even arguing about? I don't remember. But it's like,
who cares?
okay, why'd you bring that into the? Why is that an insult? And why are you bringing that to the party? Like, what's the? Like, I'm always interested in their personal attacks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I want.
What's a virgin anyway?
First of all, for the virgin that also, if you're listening, Vicky likes you 22-year-old virgins because you're safe. So call Vicky.
You want the experience?
You want some experience?
There you go. Something?
If you want a cougar, we've got girls.
I think the brother, sticking up for his younger brother and saying he has confidence issues. It's like, well, let him.
He's gay.
Work it out for himself.
That's what you mean.
But it's like
means that he hasn't come out.
He shouldn't have said anything. He shouldn't have said anything. Like, he should just kept it to himself. Let her be the asshole of the day, the drunk asshole. Like, why do you have to also become an asshole?
Yeah, what were they arguing about originally? Did it say?
It didn't. It didn't.
I mean, it didn't say.
He may have been gay and have had 101 men. I mean, probably doesn't want to talk about that. Sitting around having a Thanksgiving dinner.
That would explain it.
Yeah, we talked about on the last show. This literally seems like there's just anyone who's like, we'll say 35 and under. These seem to be mega problems. People that are my generation,
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I'm just interested in what the personal attack of choice is.
But we don't care.
You have plastic surgery, or we don't.
I know, but no. My point is though, we don't really care about this stuff. If you talk to people that are like,
because you drink a lot, Stephen. That's why you don't.
Well, that's true. But I don't care in general when I was a kid because we were brought up to be tough. We were brought up how to take things, and this generation is so sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
People don't even know how to have a dialogue. They don't know how
That's
to argue
not a bad
properly.
thing to be more.
No,
sensitive.
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay,
all right. Did we drink or not? I don't
Sure.
remember.
But
I
it
like
is,
don't
drink.
drink.
it is,
I don't
You
it
have
know.
to
is
drink,
kind of a
Vicky.
bad thing to be too sensitive. And
Assholes.
I don't mind being, I think being sensitive is wonderful. I'm very sensitive. The first time I saw
No,
PBS
you're
when I
not.
was 5 years old, I cried. I heard it was
No,
nonprofit. So I
you're
cried,
not.
I remember. But my point is that this has just got to a society where everything everybody says is, I'm upset, no, you're not. You're a human being. Just shut up and take
Yeah.
it or defend yourself. I don't know.
All right,
It just seems,
I have one
okay.
about a cat, but I don't know if I
Drink
can
a lot.
actually read it.
Is it gonna make you
Why?
cry?
Okay.
No, I mean I have to.
Oh, she's drunk.
No, she's
Woo! Okay.
she's
I have
suffering
what,
from the old buffalo there.
6 shots in. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for breaking my roommate's cat? Did you guys see this one?
Breaking them?
Why do you break a
So you have
cat?
to
I moved in with my
Yep.
roommate about a year ago, someone I've known since high
You need a
school.
lot of
This cat
sellotape
didn't
for
give
that.
2 shits about me, which is typical when I first moved in, and still couldn't after I've lived there for several months. He'd show a bit of interest, but was overall very indifferent. I honestly got a little jealous of the affection he'd show my roommate, so I decided to start working towards him opening up to me. The biggest thing I
that's
did
why
was
you
buy
did-
catnip and use it to
why-
get him to
that's how he broke
associate
them.
my presence with positivity. Get him to sit on my lap, sit on my bed, cuddle. Well, after several months of that, he started being noticeably more affectionate with me over my roommate. Shocker, because you're his dealer. After several months of that, he started being noticeably more affectionate with me than over my roommate, even without the catnip. I also
Ooh.
work from home, so he just naturally would spend more time with me than my roommate. In general, he meows more, initiates more playtime, will follow me around, etc., etc. He even comes sit in my room or on the couch. I never thought anything of it until my roommate mentioned how much friendlier he's been lately towards me and that he missed when he was the favorite. And that was weird that he had noticeably had a personality change. So I told him about my efforts, and he did not respond like I thought he would. He said I broke him and that it wasn't my place to purposely make him more like him more than him. And that he preferred when he was more like a laid back, mostly doing his own thing without him being overly affectionate kind of cat. I never thought anything. Oh, wait, sorry. But I told him about my efforts. He said I broke him, blah, blah, blah. That was never my goal. I underestimated how much of an impact the catnip training would have. My roommate said that was what he had a problem with and that I cheated. And had the cat naturally decided to like me more, that'd be one thing. But since he cheated, it was upsetting. He mentioned briefly that it might be better if I move out so that things could return to normal with his cat. Who am I the asshole? So
Now
who's
the
the
roommate,
asshole in that
the owner of the
situation?
cat is. Who cares? If your cat likes this guy
No.
better because you got him drunk, who cares?
And I'm trying to steal my sister's cat, so I'm going to take that technique and try to steal them.
Take it, Rach. Go run with it.
There you go.
Asshole.
Rachel's so drunk she's gonna fall off the chair when we're gonna let the show run long today. So when Rachel gets off the chair, we can just watch it go boom. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I would pay for that.
Who is the asshole
Me
for
too.
making fun of Rachel for being a lightweight?
Nobody. It's something we enjoy.
People, I've got to jump off the show because I got. So I'll see you all next time.
Miss you,
Bye.
David. Love
Bye.
you. Nina,
Bye,
talk to you
David.
soon. Bye. Miss you. Love you. Bye bye. Okay, get out of here. Okay.